Hello everyone, Dorrani here from VG247, and I've been playing the Overwatch 2 beta again, and newly added to the beta is the recently announced hero, Junker Queen. She's a tank all about getting in people's faces, and along with this gameplay, I thought I'd give you a rundown of all of her abilities and how she plays. So firstly is her left click, her scatter gun. It's a super close range weapon, and if I'm honest, it feels like you're tickling the enemy when you're using it. It doesn't do much damage unless you are barrel stuffing them. Naturally though, because it is a shotgun, but the uptime is great and has a really fast reload. Next, it's best to discuss her passives. Her role passive is tank, so she takes reduced knockback, which helps her stay in close range, but more importantly is her hero specific passive called Adrenaline Rush, which allows Junker Queen to heal from all damage dealt by wounds. And that is important to her combat flow because her melee attack, right click ability Jagged Edge, her E ability Carnage, and her ultimate all apply wound. So it's all about getting into the thick of it and trusting yourself to hit your abilities to continually heal yourself to stay in a fight as long as you can, which is quite easily done with that amount of abilities that can apply wound. So her right click ability is called Jagged Edge. It's a blade Junker Queen throws that does damage, applies wound, and can be pressed again to be recalled. The knife can stick into enemies, and if the knife sticks to someone and then you recall it, the enemy will be pulled towards you, but not much. Don't think that this is a Roadhog hook, but don't fret too much if you don't stick anyone, as it will still apply the wound effect to anyone it touches as it's flying back to you when you recall it. This is on an incredibly low cooldown, 3 seconds, so throw it to your heart's content. Her E ability Carnage, Junker Queen swings her big axe in front of her and applies wound. Simple ability, I just wish it had a little bit more range. Often I went for a swing of it and hit nothing when I feel like it should have connected. It has a decent cooldown of 8 seconds. If it was any lower, Junker Queen would just be unkillable with her self-healing. Her shift ability is called Commanding Shout. It is great and it will get you out of a lot of situations where you would have died. It instantly grants you 200 HP and nearby allies get a reduced version of that effect of 100 HP. It also gives you 30% increased move speed. Overall, it is a very nice support ability to keep you and the team in the fight longer. And finally, her ultimate ability Rampage. You charge forward spinning your axe after a small wind-up time, dealing wound damage, but this wound is actually anti-heal as well. It covers a decent amount of ground during the charge, but the wind-up time does give enemies a bit of a heads up to step out of the way. And it does take quite a while to earn this ultimate and charge up, so of course wait for the right wombo combo, Zarya Black Hole, Reinhardt Shatter, all of that stuff. Overall, I think Junker Queen suits Overwatch well. Out of the 2 new heroes so far, I've definitely clicked with Junker Queen more than I did with Sojourn. The self-heals from your wounding abilities don't feel overpowered, but you do feel absolutely hench in those moments, taking on 2 or 3 enemies at once, just steadily healing and applying that sustained damage. I'll leave you with the rest of the gameplay. My name is Dorrani from VG247. Keep it locked with us for all things games. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Than you. Persistence is always rewarded. Should have ducked. Check the critter.
Score 0-2. Switching sides.